Let's speak to Dominik Brzezinski, an MP for the ruling Law and Justice Party in Poland, also a member of the government's European Affairs Committee. Dominik, thank you so much for joining us. You've heard there the EU Migration Commissioner speaking about an agreement. Why isn't Poland honoring that agreement?
Well, basically because people who voted for us, they said no. The previous government had this agreement, and now Polish people said no. We don't want to have this threat in Poland. We are not saying yes, and we have to respect them. We have to remember that this agreement was signed by the previous government, and now the situation in Poland is completely changed. We have to listen to our people.
Except if you look at it from the other side, this agreement was made by Poland, not by internal Polish politics. You can see how that is being seen from outside. People will say, well, look, we don't care about bickering inside Polish politics. The country has agreed to take its fair share of asylum seekers, and that's not happening. So Poland is breaking an agreement.
It's not about internal politics. It's about the situation in Poland, in Europe, in the world. How many terror attacks you had in London? How many?
So you're talking about something.
Seekers?
Yeah, but you're talking about something different now. So first you were saying that this was made by a previous government. Now you're saying it has something to do with terrorism in Europe. So which is it? And why haven't you gone back to the EU to say, listen, we're looking at a bigger picture now and we want to review that agreement? Why hasn't that happened?
This is what we said. And we said we're not trying to say we're not going to help. We are spending 4 times more for refugees in Syria, for the people in Syria, as our previous government. We're spending over 10 million pounds to help them people. And I went to Lebanon 3 times. I spoke to the people. They don't want to come here. They want to stay there. They need their help there. And you see, sometimes I've got a feeling that we are discussing.
When you say you've been to Lebanon speaking to Syrian refugees, I mean, I don't know how many Syrian refugees you've spoken to, but we're talking millions, Dominik,
right.
and you know that. So when you say that people don't want to come to Europe, I'll have to question that, because you've seen thousands upon thousands upon thousands of people making a very dangerous trip on the Mediterranean, and then your country has agreed to open its doors, and now they're closing it.
That's right, because that's what our people said to us. When we had a campaign, we listened, we asked people, well, what are your expectations? It was very clear. We don't want this threat, even if we're going to receive a 10,000 or 20...
Sorry, are you saying that refugees are a threat to Poland? Is that what you're saying?
And how many of bomber attacks in Paris were refugees?
How many of those were How many of those were Syrian refugees? How many of those were Syrian refugees?
3 out of 5.
Right.
And even they had the documents on them. Those who blow themselves up. Yes.
Sorry.
Those who blow themselves up.
I have to stop you there, Dominik, because you're mixing. Sorry, you're mixing facts. First of all, you talk about a political disagreement within your country. Now you're saying to us that people feel threatened.
Political disagreement is about what people want, what people expect.
Yeah, but what about
politicians supposed to listen to the people, and this is what we do.
What about your country's commitment within the EU? What about your country's commitment to opening its doors?
What about EU commitment about Nord Stream 2? Where is solidarity when Germans are signing with Russians a deal without really talking about this deal with EU members? They don't care about that. They're just making the business. So where is the commitment from Germany's side? The Germany started this madness with refugees, and I'm a lawyer. They are not refugees, they are immigrants. There's a legal difference between refugee and immigrant. Refugee is the person who flee to the first safe country, not flying throughout the globe looking for the social and better life. So we are not talking about refugees.
Sorry, we're talking about I'm sorry. We're talking about people who are fleeing war. Are you saying that they're not allowed to seek refuge in somewhere where they feel safe, where they can have a better fight, where they can have a better life?
They are allowed to seek for help,
right,
and for asylum. But if they are coming without documents or with 5 passports on them with the same picture and the same name, it's a bit strange. If refugee is looking for the...
But isn't this about...
I'm trying to finish my sentence, if you don't mind.
I know, but what I'm also trying to get from you is... where does that leave the process of getting those refugees in an organized manner? This has been a problem for months and months, if not years now. Why hasn't the European Union, Poland included, agreed on a process to bring in those refugees without causing chaos every time they knock on your doors?
Because 262,000 refugees just disappeared in Germany. Nobody knows where are they, who are they, what are they going to do. 262,000 people just vanished. Nobody knows where are they. And this madness has to be stopped.
Right. Dominik Trzynski, an MP for the ruling Law and Justice Party in Poland. Thank you for joining us.